Hey there everybody, Jeff here. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to not gain weight during the holidays. The holidays are upon us. I can already hear the ham calling my name. I can just picture the gravy and stuffing looking at me with its loving gaze, inviting me to come eat copious amounts of it. But I can't. Not gaining weight during the holidays is the same as not gaining weight any other time of year. You have to eat less than you burn. Unfortunately, it's really hard when there is a smorgasbord of high-calorie food all around you. So, what do you do to not give in to temptation? The holidays are a time of high stress. You're seeing family members you probably don't like very much, except for my family. Anyone who's watching this, I love hanging out with you during the holidays. But for some people, you may be spending time with family that's stressful, there's planning involved, it's high stress, and it's a difficult time to cope. So a lot of people turn to food, and it's especially easy to do that when there's tons of it around. Stuffing, green bean casserole, ham, that weird marshmallow yam thing. What is that? I don't know about you, but my brain kicks up all kinds of excuses when it comes to overeating during the holidays. I can think of numerous ones, and this holiday season, I'm expecting it to kick up some all-time favorites. For example,
I deserve it. I had a great year. I deserve it. I had a crappy year. I deserve it. I had a year. One slice won't hurt. Everyone else is eating pie. I don't want this turkey to have given its life in vain. Doesn't gravy have fiber or something? Marshmallows are mostly air. It's kind of like eating nothing. I ran 3 weeks ago. I can afford it. I'm not eating any carbs, so drinking a quart of gravy is probably fine. Pumpkin has lots of vitamins, so if you think about it, I'm really eating 8 slices of vitamin pie. I think I saw a piece of carrot in the stuffing. Those are good for your eyes. I'll just start CrossFit tomorrow. That is the new skinny. I heard sleeping burns calories, and turkey makes me sleep. Therefore, turkey burns calories. Whatever, I do what I want.
so how do you keep your brain from talking you into eating tons and tons of junk food? How are you going to counteract these excuses? Well, the answer is an answer that I often give. It's to plan. Here are some tips on how to plan ahead of time to make sure you don't overeat during the holidays. Step number 1, pre-eat. I know it sounds crazy, but it really makes a lot of sense. Eat something that's high protein and high fiber that's going to fill you up so that when you go to the party, you're not craving all the junk food. And if you are, you don't eat as much. Step number 2, continue to track your food. The holidays are no excuse to stop keeping track of what you're putting into your body. The more you do this, the more you'll be aware of what you're eating, and the more likely you are to not go over your calorie allowance. Step number 3, plan a splurge. You don't have to not eat any of the junk food that's around. That's part of the fun of the holidays. I get it. So plan ahead of time. Plan to have X, Y, and Z at this party. For example, when I go see my family on Thanksgiving evening, I'm going to have 1 slice of pumpkin pie, 1 serving of gravy, and 1 cup of stuffing. And that's it. Make that plan and stick to it. Number 4, ditch the guilt. Don't beat yourself up, okay? People slip. It's hard when you have pies and greasy stuff all over the place. Don't excuse yourself. Don't allow yourself or give yourself permission to slip up. But if you do, don't beat yourself up, because when you beat yourself up, it just spirals you downwards into feeling bad about yourself, and then you just say, screw it, and sort of sabotage your whole diet plan. Number 5, exercise. I know. Obvious, right? But seriously, if you're planning on eating a big meal Thanksgiving evening, go for a run in the morning. Do some high-intensity interval training. Lift some weights so that the food that you eat during Thanksgiving is more prone to be turned into muscle than to fat. Number 6, bring your own food. Depending on which party you're going to, there might be people there that'll get offended if you bring your own food and don't eat what they cook. So, understandable. But if it's a potluck, or if your family doesn't mind, go ahead and bring your own food. Bring a healthy choice so that you aren't as tempted to eat the other stuff. Sometimes there's no healthy stuff available. So unless you want to starve, you're not going to have any choice but to eat the greasy food. Don't allow that to happen. Bring your own food. So if you follow these simple steps and plan ahead of time, you're much more likely to not fall into the trap of splurging and overeating on the holidays. And hopefully you won't gain any weight. In fact, if you eat right during the holidays, even with a couple splurges, you might even lose weight. That's all I got. Hope you learned something. Until next time, I wish you a fit body and a fit mind.
Subscribe, like, and comment. Visit twofoldfitness.com for more.